Welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, where we are going to be addressing the big question, the biggest question on all of our minds right now. What is the latest on Barça registering those new signings? Ahead of the first game of the season, Barça against Rayo on Saturday. What is happening? Are we going to get it done? Today we're going to be looking into everything, all of the news, breaking it all down. So sit back, try and relax if you can, although I know that right now I am certainly not relaxed. So come on, and let's get into it. Because this evening in Barcelona there was a very important meeting at the club's offices. Joan Laporta was there, Rafael Yuste and indeed Mattia Almani were all in attendance at that meeting, which was believed to be there regarding the fourth economic lever. Now that's a really important one. The remaining 24.5% of Barça Studios, which is going to be sold, and that was one of the levers that was really deemed key in getting these registrations over the line. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm surprised that we're still talking about maybe activating it. You know, we're Thursday here, going into Friday, and still we haven't formally activated it. So that for me is a big surprise, because it also takes La Liga a little bit of time there to look over the documents, to check all the figures, and to adjust the salary limit accordingly. And we are cutting it very fine here ahead of the weekend, and clearly there are some doubts on that. There have also been, unsurprisingly, yet more talks there between the club and Frenkie de Jong and his agent over a wage reduction. Of course, his current contract, one of the biggest at the club right now, taking up a big amount on our wage bill. But, as we all know, as we've said now for many days, many weeks, there's no breakthrough at all in those negotiations, and that is not something that's going to be sorted out by this weekend, and maybe not even something that's going to happen at all in this summer transfer window. And of course, Barca as well are waiting on a number of exits that are close. You know, Memphis Depay, he's close to leaving the club, players like that, but they're not done. They're not finalised, and until they are done, the wages that they're currently occupying are not released from our salary limit in La Liga, which of course is the whole problem. Which means that as of right now, there are 7 players in total who are not registered in La Liga. We have the 2 free signings from Kessie and Andreas Christsensen. We also have Raphinha, Robert Lewandowski and Jules Kounde, our latest signing. And we also have as well 2 contract renewals which are not registered, Roberto and Ousmane Dembélé. Now none of those 7 players there are registered in La Liga, but let me make this absolutely clear, that is not because Barca can't register any of them. That is not true at all. Barca right now, up until this point, what they've been setting out to do is to register all of them, all 7, all at once. Because Barca felt as though that was clearly the most fair way of doing it, and indeed the most straightforward way. They wanted to register them all in one go with La Liga, but at this point now, we are reaching a sort of worst case scenario whereby Barca, heading into this weekend now, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do that. It doesn't seem like we're going to be able to register all 7 in one go, which brings about a whole new question. Because in my mind, guys, I am absolutely certain, I would honestly say that right now, certain that Barca will register some signings in time for the first game on Saturday. Now, it is reported right now there could be 4 signings registered, there could be 5 signings registered ahead of the Rayo game, but that then produces that incredibly awkward question, the question that Barca have been really keen to avoid, which is basically, who do you register first? What players out of those 7? Who comes first? Who gets registered for this weekend? Who are you going to leave out? And that's a question there that you can answer in the comments. What order, if you had to do it, if you were forced into doing it, what order would you look to register these players in? And it is a horrible question, because naturally, if you're a new signing who's just come to Barca, most of these guys have had offers from elsewhere. They've chosen Barca above those offers because they were excited by this project, excited to play in this team, and now you're you're the one who may not be registered for the first game. You're the one that's going to be left out. It is not a good look. And honestly, guys, it is embarrassing. But what I would just like to point out, what I would like to illustrate, because none of the media want to do this, and certainly none of the English media are going to bring this to your attention, I would just like to say, this is not strictly just a Barça issue. This is not just Barça in La Liga who are having this problem. There are so many La Liga teams right now who are struggling this summer because of Tebas's unbelievably strict restrictions. There are many clubs and indeed players suffering as a result. There is reportedly 53 players in total from a vast number of clubs in the league who've not been registered yet. 53 players. And when you look at that, that's not right. That cannot be right. That is not a good look and that is not healthy for a league like La Liga, but that is the situation right now. I would also just like to say here, now we're in this sort of worst case scenario situation, that if a signing is not registered in time for Saturday, that means of course they cannot play against Rayo, but they can be registered after that. This is not the window here whereby we must register them by the weekend or else that's it. There will be more time after that because Barca will have until August the 31st to register new signings. So in an absolute worst case scenario, if somebody wasn't involved on Saturday, there is hope they would be registered very soon after that. Once a lever happens, once exits happen, these are all different things that are going on. But obviously, guys, make no mistake about it at all, this is not an ideal situation. We spoke before about everybody in the footballing world waiting for something like this. We've all known about it. They've been waiting for our downfall, waiting to laugh at something that Barca have done this summer. They've been desperate for us to fail. And it almost feels here like Barca are providing ammunition. That is not something that we wanted to do. And I just want to say as well, there's no doubt in my mind that whoever gets selected, whoever does indeed get registered, Barca should have enough on Saturday to take care of Rayo Vallecano at home. You know, there's no doubt about that in my mind. You know, whoever's out there, we should be winning that game. There is no excuses at all, and we should get through that. And I'm sure as the window goes on, we will get everybody registered. But I just think for us fans here, on the eve of a new season, you know, waiting for that first game to come, we shouldn't have to stress out about this. We shouldn't have to sit around, you know, waiting, hoping that our players can play, that our new signings will be involved. That's not how football should be, you know, in any case at all. We should be excited for that new season. I've been waiting here to bring you build-up videos, to be excited about the match that's to come, but already we're not talking about that because all we can think about is, are our players going to be there? Are our new signings going to be out there together on the field? And as of now, we still don't really know what is going to happen. I think we've all got to sit around. We still have to stay as patient as we possibly can, hoping for some miracle. And by the time Saturday comes, when that first whistle blows, I just hope there that we have a good amount of players registered, that we have the maximum amount that we can, and somehow we can keep everybody happy. That is going to be the challenge for the club. But please, guys, I do want to know what you're feeling right now, what your reaction is to the news that we are hearing about these registrations, and especially ahead of that first game of the season. What are your thoughts? Please do let me know all of that in the comments down below. Sorry today I couldn't bring you fantastic news. I'm sorry today that we're not celebrating the registration of all of these signings. But good things come to those that wait. And it might just take a little more time. I will see you soon. There will be more videos, of course, to come. Try and enjoy your evening or your morning, wherever you are. I hope you guys are doing well. But until next time, as always, Visca el Barça.